Hello and welcome back to another episode of Rising Genius Sudoku Challenge. Today we are going to be playing a numbers Sudoku, a 6x6 grid, and I've chosen a medium level. Okay, let's get started. Let's see this big box. Now you know the rules. In a 6x6 Sudoku, we only play with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and no number can repeat in the big box or in any of the columns or in any of the rows. That is the simple 3 rules of Sudoku. Okay, so let's start with any number, any cell. Let's start with this one. Now we can see that we already have a 1 here. There is no 2 in this column, neither in this row and neither in this big box. So 2 can come here. So in pencil, I'm going to write a 2 here, but there could be more options. Hence I've written in pencil. We have a 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so these numbers are already there in this big box. So in this cell, I can only have a 2. So now I will make this into the final answer 2. Now what number is pending here in this big box? If you say only number 1 is missing in this big box, right? So 1 is the number that will come here. Great, we finished one big box. Similarly, if you start with this big box, oh, I didn't notice this. There was one cell only that was missing in this entire big box. So that will give us an easy answer. Number 1, 2, 3, number 4 is missing. Okay. Now let's move on to this big box because we already have 4 numbers here. So I'll just start with this cell. We can have a 1 here because there is no 1 here, there's no 1 here and no 1 in this big box. So we can have a 1 here, and can 1 come here as well? Yes, because it's not there in this big box. 1 is not there in this column and not there in this row. So in both these cells, I'm going to write number 1. Okay. Then we have 2, 3 and then 4 also can come in this cell because there is no 4 in this row, in this column and this big box. So 4 can also come. Similarly, 4 can also come here. The rows, the columns and the big box does not have a 4. So what is it? What is this rule that we had learned in the last video? That if we have 2 digits in the big box and only 2 possibilities, that is only 2 squares are remaining in the big box, and those 2 squares are in the same column, then 1 and 4 cannot repeat in either of these boxes, right? Because 1 and 4 can either come here or here. So you cannot have a 1 and 4 here, here or here. So that eliminates a lot of numbers. So let's see, start with this number now. So if we have 1 here, 2 here, 3 or 4 here, we can have a 5 here. Yes, because there is no 5 in this row. So I'll write in pencil 5. And we can have a 6 because there is no 6 in this row, this column or in this big box. Okay, so 5 and 6 both can come. Let's look at this cell. There's a 1 here already in this big box. 1 is also here, so we don't have a 1 here. 1 is also here, so we can't have a 1 there at all. Now 2 we can have because 2 is not in this row. Oh, but 2 is here in this column, so I can't have a 2 here. Then 3 is not there in this row, not in this column, not in this big box, so I can have a 3 here. 4 can come because in this row there is no 4 here and no 4 in this big box. 5, oh sorry, but my rule was 1 and 4, if it comes here, 4 can't come here, so I'm going to erase this 4 here, right? So that helps you with the elimination. Now let's look at 5. 5 is already here, 6 is already here, so we can't have 5 and 6 here. So the only number now that you can put here is 3. So I will finalize this number as 3. Now let's look at this cell. If 1 and 4 can only come here, 2 and 3 have already come. So this cell can only have 5 and 6, right? From 5 and 6, we already have 5 here. So then the only number that is missing is 6. So if this is a final 6, then any 6 which we had written in pencil from here will get eliminated. If this 6 is gone, then you only have 5 remaining here. And so this final answer is 5. Clean? Now let's look at this row. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 which is pending. So 6 comes here. Similarly, in this row, I'm just seeing the rows where only one cell is missing. We have 1, 2, 3 is missing, 4, 5 and 6. So 3 can be put here. Okay, and let's see if there is anything else we can do. Okay, so now let's target those rows where there are only 2 cells missing. So let's start with this one. We have a 1 in this big box, so 1 cannot come here or here. We have 2. We don't have a 2 in this big box. We don't have a 2 in this row and not a 2 in this column. So we can have 2 here. Now see, 2 can come here. 2 can also come here. No, because 2 is already here. So then the only place in this big box is this, where we can have a 2. So this is my final answer 2. I don't have to go ahead. Went faster. So if this is 2, what is the number missing here in this big box? The number missing is number 4. So great, you finished this one big box. Now just look down. There are only one cell pending in each of these columns. So in this column, what is the number missing? Number 1. Great. And in this column, what is the number missing? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is missing. 6 is already there. So only 5 is missing. Great. Now let's look at this row. Let's start from here. 1 can come because it's not there in this column, not there is in this row, and not in this entire big box. So I'll write it in pencil. 1. Now 1 and 4 can come either here or here. So if 4 comes here, then I can have the 1 here. Right? So hence I've written 1 here. Then 2 is there, 3 is there, 4 is there, 5 is already here, 6 is also here. So final answer now, this is number 1. So if this is 1, it eliminates 1 from here. And if 1 is removed from here, what remains is number 4. And if 4 comes here, what remains here is number 1, because 4 is gone from here. So we finished the entire left side of the Sudoku puzzle. Now if you see this cell, only 1 cell is missing in this entire column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is missing. And we also have a 6. Let's look at this. We have a 1, we have a 2, we don't have a 3, so 3 can come. I'll write in pencil. 4 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there. So now I know for final answer is number 3. So this is the only cell missing in this column, which is number 2. Very good, you got it. Now, what is the only number missing in this row? The answer is 6. And what's the only number missing in this row or in this big box? The answer is 4. Perfect. We finished this puzzle. It took us 7.5 minutes approximately, but that's okay. We are learning. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, Rising Genius.